Today I'm going to show you a awesome swing trading indicator where it's going to show you where to enter and exit the trades. It has these awesome pivot points that you want to know about. It's automatic as well. It's very cool, super simple and super user friendly as well. So if you're a beginner or advanced trader, you can definitely use this for your trading journey and definitely become more profitable. So stay tuned and enjoy this video. Right, so we're currently on the GBP Swiss franc currency pair. It does not matter which currency pair as always, but what we're gonna do is use the indicators, go into the public library and go into the swing high, low, support and resistance. And there we go. This simple indicator you can combine obviously with your own price action. I recommend you always do that, but this simple indicator is going to show you areas of sensitivity where likely it's going to turn around, where likely it's going to be respected. And the best advice I can give you with this indicator is just have a look from like half a month, what's been happening in half a month. So these are the areas of sensitivity, clear areas of pivot points. So this is what you need to look out for. As you can see, currently it's trending towards the upside. Very likely it's going to turn around towards the upside because this is an area of sensitivity. As you can see, this is an area of sensitivity as well. The moving averages are also curving. As you can see, these orange and blue line, this moving average is also curving towards the upside, showing bullish pressure. You know, the bulls are in the market, very likely is going to start shooting towards the upside. And these pivot points are helpful for you guys because you can now enter a trade. Let's say this is the 4-hourly time frame, currently developing a bullish engulfing candle close. We know that the area is on a huge area of sensitivity. As you can see, these two pivot points are here, moving averages here, is coming towards the upside. Very likely it's going to continue its upside trend. Where do you have your first take profit low? Well, if we let's say long this trade just from here, the first take profit low could be this zone, this area of sensitivity. As you can see, it's not yet finished, that's why it's red and blue over here. But usually when the market turns around or makes the next move, it stays like this on the chart. As you can see, dotted little red dots and blue dots. That's how it is. So this will eventually become red dots and blue dots as well. But this is what you need to look out for. So we know this is the swing high, so very likely we want to have our take profit low just below that, just in case, you know, it starts turning around a little bit early, and this could potentially be a nice trade towards the upside. So we do this first take profit low. Obviously if you're trading more, or if you want to, you know, scale up your trade, take profit 2 level somewhere around here. And then if this breaks, then more than likely we can, you know, shoot towards the upside over here to the take profit 3 level and above, you know, because if you have take profit 3 levels, I usually have like 1, 2 and 3. So the first take profit trade, obviously you risk the most over here and you bank it out quickly, so you have the most profit. Then the second take profit level, obviously the risk is less because you will gain more pips anyway, so it will equal to the same amount pretty much anyway. And take profit 3, you would just let it run. You just let it run for like 250 pips or so, and you make money that way. That's how I like to do it, and that's the way you should do it as well. These pivot points are awesome. You can have a look at anywhere else. So let's just go into the replay tool. Let's say we're somewhere here, right? It's currently trending towards the upside. We know that that's the pivot point as well. That's what we need to look out for. So look, if we just long this position, let's say it's a nice bullish engulfing candle close, right? As you can see, let's just use the brush tool, bullish engulfing candle close. Obviously it was trending towards the upside. As you can see now that the candlestick is above these 2 moving average lines, it shows that the bullish pressure is there. We can totally see it, you know, it's trending towards the upside as well. The pivot point is there, so very likely you should be like agitating, you know, seeing what the hell is happening with it. So I would monitor this trade. If I enter this trade, you know, it's only 16 pips, so very likely it's gonna or respect this area zone and then turn around and move towards the downside, respecting the upwards trend line, or it's gonna break it towards the upside. So let's just see what happens. It shoots through it, right? We have this area zone, so we know this is pretty much an area of sensitivity. We also know that now that it broke out, you know, we profited as much money as we can, you know, take profit 1, 2 or 3. What can we do in this case? Well, we can wait for the market to turn around yet again and reach our pivot point or or moving averages or the trend line. So we know very likely that this area over here, and obviously the trend line is an area of sensitivity going towards the upside, right? So very likely if these candlesticks reach towards this area zone, very likely it's gonna start shooting towards the upside. So let's see what happens. Let's click play. Boom, it's shot towards the downside with huge bullish pressure. It turned around inside the 25 and 50 moving average, inside this trend line, and pretty much nearly inside the pivot point. Although the pivot point did respect over here, it respected this one, as you can see. So that's why you need to have a look at the half month basis. You don't need to have a look at what's been happening here. You have a look at half month basis. What you see is usually what it reacts to. You don't need to go through 2 years of data and try to find out which areas of sensitivity will be working, since you can do the same thing on the monthly time frame basis. But if we trading on the 4-hourly time frame, as you can see, it respected this area zone, or this area zone, as you can see, respected, shot towards the upside yet again. And obviously this trade was pretty damn good because it was trending towards the upside anyway. It broke area of this downtrend towards the upside, broke this area, pulled back to the trend line. Very likely it's gonna start shooting towards the upside, as you can see. Boom, yet again started to shoot towards the upside. These pivot points started working yet again, and that's the way it turns around towards the upside. Obviously this is not foolproof. As I said, it's only pivot points, it's only areas of support and resistance, but it's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn useful if you think about it. It's just a new way to have a look at what is actually happening in the charts. Because we're human, we tend to make mistakes. Sometimes we miss stuff, and having these pivot points, having these AIs to help you, all these indicators will make you a better trader. Obviously some people will say naked trading is the best. Yes, it's great. That's why I only use moving averages, but trust me, these pivot points are great as well. Sometimes what I do is hide it, analyze my markets, and then once everything is analyzed the way I like it, I turn on these indicators and see what the hell is happening with these pivot points, with other moving averages, with RSI indicators. That's the way I use indicators. So it stays clean, but to confirm trades, to confirm my mindset, I also sometimes use these indicators, show them again on my charts, and see if I'm correct with the technical analysis. That way it makes me a nice and profitable trader. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Smash like if you did, share this video to your friends, and make sure to join our VIP Trading Signals group. Follow me on all social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and take care guys. Have a wonderful day, stay safe, and goodbye.